today, my special guest is Pat Rogers. Welcome to the show, Pat.
Well, thank you, Ray, and thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So I'm very excited to have you on the show. We've been working together for quite a while, and I've been seeing you on your journey, transitioning from corporate America to being an entrepreneur. Yes. And congratulations on that. I know how much of a challenge it is to do that transition.
Yes,
so I just kind of want you to give us a little bit of background on, where you came from, and then we'll talk about where you're going now in the future.
Well, where I came from was corporate America. I came from corporate America after working 29 years. I worked in law enforcement. I retired as a correctional lieutenant, which means I supervised a facility shift, whatever shift I was assigned to. And I oversaw the inmate population for that particular shift, as well as all of the employees that was assigned to that shift. So that was a huge responsibility. Sometimes the inmate population, it's gotten lower now, but it used to be up to 7,000. I mean, just in any given shift, and then you're talking about 80 to 100 or whatever, so employees. So.
Now 29 years, that's a pretty long time. What made you want to transition over to entrepreneurship?
Well, as I said, I'm retired, and when we retired, that was my second phase of life, and I knew it was coming because that was the goal, that was the vision I had in view when I started working for corporate America, my career in law enforcement, which I love so dearly. I love serving people, but I did know that it was coming to an end, and I knew that in order for me to enjoy life and to just get whatever was out there for me, I had to prepare. And I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I wanted to take control of my own destiny. I knew that I have a lot of gifts, talents, skills inside of me that I've developed down through the years that I would love to share with other people, and that's what I do.
And that is exactly what you're doing, because now you've taken your passion and your purpose and really for serving others, because I've watched you and I've seen you, and now you've turned this into an entire business. So can you share a little bit about what it is that you're doing now that you are retired from corporate America and have transitioned to being a full-time entrepreneur, and what are you doing for others now?
Well, I serve others. First of all, I'm a business development strategist, and what I do is I provide programs, accountability programs. That word is very powerful to me, because if you're not accountable to the change that you want in your life, you will not reach your plateau. Absolutely. So that one word is very important, and I hold people accountable. That's powerful, because what happens in corporate America is that we are told what to do, when to do it. The rules are written. We have to play by their standards, and everything is written out. It's just a roadmap. But as an entrepreneur, when people want to transition from corporate America, like myself, and I say that because I've done it and I'm still doing it, learning is always ongoing, is the fact that in corporate America, you're told what to do, but as an entrepreneur, I have to develop those rules, I have to develop those plans, I have to develop those programs, and you're part of the program, branding. There are certain things that individuals need in order to establish a good foundation for them to succeed as an entrepreneur in today's society. And that's where I come in at, because what I did when I started off, Ray, I did not know where I was going. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know what it all entailed. So the first thing I should have done was invested in a coach. Do you agree?
100%. No questions asked.
But because you don't know what you don't know. So now that I know what it takes to transition, my goal for me and for the people I serve, Ray, is to tell the story. Help them go from where they are to where they would desire to be, so that they can take their gifts, their talents, and their hobbies and turn it into a business as well.
And I love that, because being an entrepreneur, like you said, you have to write your own rules. Yeah. And it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because if you're not used to doing that, it's very easy just to kind of be doing a lot of things, but not accomplishing anything. And holding yourself accountable is tough. And I do believe that having a team, having the right team and the right coaches will put you in the right direction and allow you to achieve more success in a shorter amount of time. So I love that you're doing that. And besides the coaching and the consulting, you're doing live events, right? I know you're traveling the country now doing these different live events, and your coaching isn't only for people that are transitioning from corporate America. It's for anyone who just wants to expand and grow their businesses, correct?
Absolutely. You have a lot of individuals who start off as a business owner. I'm going to say it like this. You could buy a package for $99 and say that you, a multi-level marketing.
Correct.
But the bottom line is at the end of the day, you still have to be developed. Yep. You still have to have habits. Your habits have to change so that you can be in control and so that you can have that discipline that you need. So there are some people who start off on these journeys, even in their own businesses, whatever the business is, and what happens is that they lose sight. So we help them get on track, and we help those individuals get back on track and stay on track.
And how can people plug into your events?
Oh, they can find me all over social media. They can find me at Paticia Rogers 360.com, and that will tie them into every social media site that I am on. And I do believe in being present.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, besides the coaching, besides the live events, you also provide legal services, correct?
Absolutely. That's part of some of the programs that we provide, because we believe that entrepreneurs should all have access to the legal system, to attorneys. They should be able to access an attorney at the drop of a dime, at the tap of an app, because once you personally are affected legally, and it does happen, it's going to occur. Once you are affected or I'm affected, guess what happens? My business is affected.
Yes.
So we believe that the first thing we need to do is have our attorneys to set our clients up legally and professionally, and give them that access that they need to ask any question that they want without being charged an additional fee. That's huge.
You know, this is a very interesting concept that you started with. Prepare yourself for the possibility of anything in the future that's going to stop your or put a pause or hold to your business.
Well
and
said.
Legal is the number one thing.
Absolutely.
Because people don't ever think that it's going to happen to them. And when it does, it can completely stop or destroy someone's business.
Absolutely.
So I love the fact that you've incorporated that legal service first, whether it's for setting up your corporation or preparing your legal documents or your business, or also just preparing you for protection, or sometimes you just need an attorney to write a letter to someone just to resolve the issue. And it could be as simple as that, right?
Something else, when you said letter, Ray, I'm glad you brought that up, because letters, as an entrepreneur, how many times have we curtailed the cost for individuals? And that, you know, I'm just saying in life, or in life in general, and those individuals don't come through. So sometimes just to write that letter on your behalf to recoup those losses, you know, is huge. And then that too is at no extra cost to the client.
So what you do is you take multiple services that an entrepreneur would need to be successful and grow their business, and you've partnered with multiple individuals to provide that. So kind of explain a little bit about how that network you've created works.
Okay, Unity in Service. What we do is just what you said. We provide the services, the programs that an individual needs to set that foundation for them to get started as an entrepreneur, to set up and grow their business. And what we've done, our services from Unity in Service, we specialize in, we've already discussed it, legal, our coaching sessions, which helps them stay focused on their why did you start in the first place? And then of course we help them get over those fears of public speaking, because if you're a client of Unity in Service, we're gonna put you on that stage so you can market your services as well at no extra cost to you. And the way that the other services, which is about 9 steps, we would like to call it about 9 programs, 9 steps, however you want to label it. The bottom line is those are the basic foundations. And what we have done is partner with people like yourself. And those services that they need, we know how to direct them to individuals who will give them the services, help them get set up, and their cost is also reduced. Why? Because we partner with them.
Well, I look forward to partnering with you in the future. Got that on camera, right? Got that on film? Gotcha. And again, if people want to learn more about your services or connect with you, what's the best way that they can do that?
The best way for them to connect with me is they can email me at pat@unityinservice.net, or they can go to my website, Paticia Rogers 360.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Pat. I really do appreciate it. Thanks again for joining us on today's Premier Experts. I'm your host, Ray Perez, reminding you to never leave for tomorrow what you can do today, and always stay true to your brand.